Hello, welcome back. Now this is session 2 for week 4 of the intermediate warm-up class. And today we're going to learn about talking about obligation and permission and also linking words. Again, these ones are a little bit difficult, so don't forget to do the practice activities after you watch, okay? All right, so for obligation and permission, we have quite a few different structures that we can use, okay? Let's start with obligation, which means something is necessary. Maybe there's a rule or maybe it's just something we need to do, okay? For example, I have to work until 5 p.m. today. Now we can use must, have to, or have got to, but have to is definitely the most common and natural. Must is a little bit formal and have got to is quite informal, okay? So normally we do use have to, but they all mean the same thing. They all mean it's necessary, okay? Now secondly, we have one structure that we can use to say something is not necessary. There is no obligation, okay? Now there's a difference between point 2, not necessary, and point 4, not allowed, okay? So basically, with this one, what it means is I have the choice. I don't have to do it, okay? Don't have to means there is no obligation, it's not necessary. I don't have to work tomorrow because it's a public holiday. If I really want to, I can go to work tomorrow, but I probably won't, okay? But it's definitely not necessary. Okay, for example number 3, can or be allowed to are the most common ones that we use to say something is okay. The rules say that it's okay, it's not against the rules. For example, I can or I am allowed to go to a nightclub because I'm 18. It's okay. But if it's not okay, ooh, hang on, I need to add something here. Not okay. We use mustn't, can't, or be not allowed to. Again, mustn't is very formal and not very common or natural. We normally use this one or this one, can't or not allowed to. For example, I am not allowed to drink alcohol because I'm only 16. It's not okay, it's against the rules. Okay, now all of these examples are in present tense, so let's just quickly take a look at what we do to make these different obligation modals past tense, okay? So past forms, for must, have to, and have got to, there's only one option. We can only use had to. Okay, there is no past form for must or have got to, just had to, okay? For don't have to, easy, didn't have to, okay? Just the past form of don't. Can and can't becomes could and couldn't, again, pretty easy. Be not allowed to, we just change the be verb to was or were, past tense. Was or were not allowed to, or was or were allowed to. Let's put that in brackets. Okay, for example, I had to do homework when I was in high school in the past, not anymore, but I didn't have to get a job because I didn't have to pay rent and bills. My parents did it for me. All right, that's the end of the first part, but stay tuned because next we're going to talk about linking words. Okay, so now we're going to move on to look at linking words. And we have lots of different linking words in English, but today we're going to focus on a few of them. Ones that mean the same as and, ones that mean the same as but, and ones that mean the same as so. Okay, so let's take a look at some of these words. Firstly, we have words that mean something similar to and. It means they add another idea. Okay, we can use also, besides, or what's more. He's never cleaned the house. What's more, he's always throwing parties and trashing the place. Okay, I'm using this here to add an extra idea that's similar to this idea, okay? So the meaning is like and, all right? For words that mean something similar to but, we have although, despite this, and however. For example, although I don't like him, I respect his opinions. It's similar to saying, I don't like him, but I respect his opinions. I'm showing a contrast here. this idea is quite different to this idea, okay? And lastly, we have words that mean something similar to so. So they show the result of something, okay? We have as a result, for this reason, therefore, or consequently, okay? So all of these are going to link the cause of something with the result. For example, he didn't study for the test, therefore, he got a bad result, okay? So this is the result, this is the reason, okay? Now, this is a little bit tricky because the way we use them in sentences is a little bit different sometimes. Now, you've got to be careful in particular with this one, although. Now, this word needs to link two ideas, or what we call clauses, you probably know this word, in the same sentence. Look at this example. Although I don't like him, comma, I respect his opinions. So the ideas here that I'm contrasting are in the same sentence and they're separated with a comma, okay? For all of the other ones that we've got here, we actually need to link two ideas in two sentences, different sentences, okay? The others link two ideas in different sentences, as you can see here. I don't like him, full stop. However, comma, I respect his opinions. Now these ones can actually be used at the end of the sentence and sometimes in the middle, but it's most common to use them at the start of the second sentence. Okay? So that's just a little introduction to some more difficult linking words. Make sure you practice with the activities after watching. See you next time.